Hello everyone. In this video, we will be providing the solutions to these two quadratic equations, and we shall be using factorization method. And you will see the difference between the two equations, right? Okay, the first we have x squared plus 4x minus 21 equals 0. Now, if you're going to factorize this, there's nothing common to the three terms on the left. There's x here, there's x here, but there's no x here, right? So there's no common factor. So we have to group into 2 and factorize. And to group into 2, you will look for two numbers you multiply to get minus 21, right? And then you will put the numbers together, or you add the numbers to get 4. I mean the coefficient of x. So what will be the two numbers? That is our question. Now the two numbers will be 7 and minus 3, because 7 times minus 3 will give us minus 21, right? And then 7 plus minus 3 will give us 4. So the two factors will be x plus 7 and x minus 3. Then we equate to 0. Okay? Now, to go ahead with this, we can now equate either of these to 0. So it is either x plus 7 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. And then x will be equal to 0 minus 7, or x is equal to 0 plus 3. Now our x is minus 7, or x is equal to 3. Therefore, we have x to be equal to minus 7 or 3. So if you put these values of x into this equation, then on the right hand side you will get 0. Okay, and that is how to verify. Now we have solved the equation through factorization, and we are having minus 7 or 3. Now let's go straight to the second equation. The second equation is 2x squared minus 17x minus 9. We have 2x squared minus 17x minus 9 equals 0. 2x squared minus 17x minus 9 equals 0. Now, how do I deal with this? In this case, we're not just looking for two numbers to multiply to get 9, and then we add them to get minus 17. Okay, because of this number. So every time you have coefficient of x squared greater than 1, okay, it will not be possible for you to look for two numbers to multiply and then get the constant, right? See what I will do. I will multiply this by this, and I'm going to get minus 18, right? So this is when I multiply 2 by minus 9, I have minus 18. Now the next thing is, what two numbers do I multiply to get minus 18? And then I will add the two numbers to get minus 17. Two numbers multiplied to get minus 18, and you know how I got the minus 18? 2 times minus 9. I think the two numbers will be minus 18 and 1, because minus 18 times minus 18 times 1 will give us minus 18, and minus 18 plus 1 will give us minus 17. So we are good, right? So in place, I'll write my 2x squared. Now in place of minus 17x, I'll write minus 18x, then plus 1x, which is just x like this, right? Then I have my minus 9. This minus 9 will still come down. The minus 18 here is imaginary, so it's not appearing in the work. We equate this to 0. Now we are going to group into 2 and factorize. I'll factorize these two terms, then I go back, I will go to the next two terms. Here we have 2 common. There's x here, there's x here, it comes out. Then here we'll be having just one x, so I write x minus x is already out, and 2 into 18 is 9, so I'll close this, plus here now we have x minus 9. Nothing is common, and every time you don't have anything common, it means that the common factor is 1, because 1 is a factor of every number, right? So here I have x minus 9 there too, so this is equal to 0. Now what do? We will still factorize, because we have x minus 9 here and we have x minus 9. So x minus 9 comes out as a common factor. Then what will be left here is 2x plus 1 is left over there. And then we equate this to 0. Now we have two terms to multiply in order to get 0. So it means that either of them is equal to 0. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now x from here is equal to 0 plus 9, or on this side 2x is equal to 0 minus 1. What do? X is equal to 9, or on this side 2x is equal to minus 1. X here remains 9, or on this side, you know what to do, right? We divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. So we'll have 2x divided by 2 equals minus 1 divided by 2. This will go with that. Remember that our x is still 9, or x from here is equal to minus 1 over 2. Now let's bring the two solutions together. Therefore, x is equal to 9, or minus 1 over 2. So from here we have the solution to the second quadratic equation. Now, what is the difference between the first quadratic equation and the second quadratic equation? The difference is the number here before the coefficient of x squared, and that is the only thing. If not, you will just look for two numbers, multiply to get 21, minus 21, and you add to get 4. But in this case, you will multiply 2 by 9, just like I did. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel and keep learning.